You guys, what's up, Bronze League heroes? We got Shagard versus Friendly. Night Elf against Undead in Bronze. Let's go check it out. What's gonna happen, Shagard? Are you gonna do anything? He had a slow load in. Making altar, not making any wisps yet. It's not just his loading that's a little slow. And then on the other side we have Friendly as the orange undead. So we've got orange undead in the bottom right, purple Night Elf in the top left. His Moonwell is slow as well. But what I have learned so far in Bronze League Heroes is that just because a player isn't making any Moonwell doesn't mean that they are also worse at the mid to late game. I have mentally or verbally there we go. I've mentally or verbally written off players. And what are you doing? Where? No! Why is your wisp here if you're gonna make 2 Moonwells? Making 2 Moonwells does not make the first one come out faster. It's like you're cooking and you're making, you're making a vegetable dish and a meat dish, and it's supposed to go on top of rice, and the guests are here already. And then when you're nearly done, you're like, oh my god, I forgot to make the rice. I forgot to press the on button on the rice cooker, and it's still there in the cold water soaking. Like, oh my god. Well, let's put on another pot of rice. Well, now you just have too much rice. It doesn't do anything. The build order is bad. I mean, I don't think it is a build order. Right? He went altar into no wisp, into fill. He's not making hero. I'm just... He made Warden and cancelled it. He's like, fuck it, we'll do it live. He's sending a wisp to the tavern. He realized how late it is. Oh, another Ancient of War at home. Wow, this is amazing. He's like, I'll just do a tavern hero then. I want to copy this. So, it's ready. Pick one. I think he's reading the heroes. He's like, okay, Naga, Sea Witch, Mystical Hero, Adept at Range Combat, Learn Forklight. It's like, oh, Volcano. Oh, Cunning Hero. Life Train Charm. Okay, let's take it. Alright, he's got a Dark Ranger, 2 Ancient of War, 2 Moonwells, 500 gold and 50 wood. Meanwhile... Okay, he killed a critter there. Well, this is cool. This is, he's just gonna wait here. Is he gonna wait for an archer? 2 archers. Well, we'll be right back. In 1 minute, creeping shall commence. So Friendly's over here, making some creeping on the Timberwolf and Furbolg Shaman. I love these Bronze League Heroes games because I'm trying to spin this narrative and trying to explain like how it's like slightly inefficient, but it still makes sense. And here's what happened. And then they just blow me away with the next thing. It's so unexpected. I just keep getting blown away. He's still waiting here for 2 archers. Normal heroes come out at the 2-minute mark. So he's been effectively idle for 1 minute and 40 seconds. So he doesn't have Black Arrow. I wonder, did he go Life Drain? Or did he forgot to turn on Black Arrow? Let me turn on the skill build, maybe we can see it. So this is actually going to be taking very long because he's killing Priest last. And so everything has Inner Fire, which gives 30% bonus effective health on everything. So this Sasquatch, instead of 750, actually has something like 1300 effective health. And he's gonna lose the Ancient of War. He's making Hunter's Hall, taking to tier 2. There is a way to keep this tree alive, but you have to attack move your own Tree of Life. Oh, that's close. Please, please. No! You denied yourself the XP! You had 1 job! Oh, the Ancient of War got the kill. And he's not using any mana on this. Alright, we'll be back here later. So meanwhile, Death Knight has crept a couple of camps. He's really wanting this tree in particular to be cut, even though there's space for a graveyard here. Does it mean that he wants the graveyard here?
Player's forces are under attack.
I don't know why he wants it here. He could have just made it here, but okay. Graveyard apparently has to be here. Dark Ranger finished the camp. It took him 3 minutes from the time that Altar was finished. 3 minutes for one camp. To put things in perspective, a player could creep 4 camps in that long and have a running expansion. And he's not using spells. But just because someone starts slow doesn't mean that they will finish last. Look at the... Yeah, it's Life Drain. I freaking knew it. I mean, you guys see it on the overlay now. I didn't see it yet. It's Life Drain. Life Drain is so cool. Okay, it's getting rejuvenated. He will get the tipping point now. Wand of Illusion. Alright. Death Knight. Creeping the expansion. Picks up a Ring of Protection and a Claws of Attack. Tier 2 is finished. Nerubian in front. Accidentally supply blocked. So friendly cannot train a Lich just yet. He's not going to tier 3 yet. Wants to consider what he will do next. Shaggard is making an Ancient of Wonders and a Huntress. 2 Ancient of War Huntresses, in fact. Electrosphere says, I started Elden Ring on Sunday, inspired by your playthrough. Not sure if a good moment to ask now, but any pro tips from a veteran to beginner? Use anything the game gives you, Electrosphere. Alright. I think his second ability might be Silence, because he's not making any skeletons. He might lose some ghouls here. Oh, nice micro. Coiled the hurt ghoul. Oh, very narrow escape. Could still lose a ghoul right here. There it is, there it is. Yep, 1 ghoul lost. But not too bad. It's a pretty tough camp. He will lose another ghoul, maybe 2. There we go. 2 ghouls. That's not great. At least Shaggard didn't lose any. And he's got skeletons and Life Drain. So he does have Black Arrow. Level 3 Dark Ranger. 2 Wisps are ready and waiting to make buildings. He's still making Huntresses. I like this. It's gonna probably be Ancient of Lore and Wind or double Lore. That's really far out. Oh, it's double Wind. That is so strange. I really didn't expect that. But what this means, it's gonna be an army of Huntresses and Hippogriff Riders. So he's making archers. Doesn't have the ranged attack upgrade yet. So he's gonna go Hippogriffs for the archers and Hunters will remain on the ground. We've got a Lich here. Tier 3 has started. Fiends are in production now. Currently no upgrades from friendly. Has a slaughterhouse to make statues and he's doing that. So we're switching to Fiend statues. And he's gonna leave the Ring of Protection +4 for now. And keep creeping. No second hero as of yet for Shaggard. Not a lot of archer production right now either. I think he's very busy creeping. He's not fully aware of his base at the moment. Just trying to get those juicy level ups. And this is a good thing to be doing. So, interestingly, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Black Arrow that he did not create a skeleton, even though he last hit the creep. If you're wondering why that happened, there's a bug with Black Arrow, which is as follows. If you automatically acquire... Oh, he's just leaving everything he can't pick up, even if it's better than what he has. Okay, cool. Ring of Protection +5. So if you automatically acquire your attack via... let's say you attack move and it just hits something, then it doesn't create the skeleton. It doesn't apply the orb effect correctly. You have to deliberately right click on a creep or attack left click on a creep. Okay, so he made double talons and is now making 4 hippogriffs and then gets talon upgrade. So it's a combination of Druids of the Talon, Hippogriff Riders and Huntresses. It's a very interesting unit combination. Also getting 1/1 upgrades now, and going to tier 3, which would unlock the ability to use marksmanship, which is bonus damage on archers, 3. Still doesn't have the range upgrade for archers, which is very important for both archers and hippo riders. Looks like he doesn't want to confuse himself while being on the map. So he's just staying here until the hippos finish, so that he can put the archers on, and now I think he feels ready. He should sell the ring, both rings, and then he could pick up all the other rings, but he's not into selling anything or even using the shop. Back to the undead. Looking to pick up a third hero, it's Dark Ranger. Undead plays the meta much more. As the meta army, DK Lich, Dark Ranger, Fiend, Ghoul, and statues. Currently not possessing an Orb of Corruption. Might go back for that, might not. Got another talent coming in for the 50 pop army. Realistically, Elf should be preparing bonus Moonwell capacity, but he's not doing so at the moment. Which means he can't get that high level. He also turned off Black Arrow, which, if he doesn't remember, it's going to be off during a major fight. Huntresses are tanking massive damage. He's almost going to lose one, but not quite. Let's see if he knows you can swap items out, because he left the valuable Ring of Protection. If I were him, I would just use the Wand of Illusion, but he's just gonna drop the ring. So far he has left 13, there we go, 13 armor. Now 9 armor on the ground. Gonna get level 5, which is pretty cool. If he gets the charm, he can start stealing statues and destroyers. Pretty cool. Third ring on the ground. Huntresses have gone back to heal. He's probably gonna lose track of where they are, because they're really not that visible. No, very good. Picks them up. Undead takes the other laboratory creep. Is at 50 population, getting his own upgrades. First attack upgrade for Fiends. Shaggard, what is he doing? Ah, he found out. Increases the archer and hippogriff's rider's attack range and marksmanship. Yep. 4 damage for archers and hippos. He's also getting second attack and second armor upgrade. But crucially, not yet adding Moonwells. So he's got 1200 gold in the bank. This should bother him when going for an attack into the base. This should invoke a sense of lack of full commitment. Thank you so much, Electrosphere, for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate the support, dude. It should be irksome to attack with that much money in the bank. Because it's risky, right? You know you're not at your full potential. But he's doing it. But then he moves back. Wasn't prepared for the fight. He gets Coil Nova. 2 Huntresses are dead. Talents are only now doing Fairy Fire. No spells by the Dark Ranger at the moment. He's just killing a skeleton. Finally attacking something that matters. A ghoul. Hippogriffs are doing pretty good because there's no web. No web upgrade from the crypt right now. Damage output is not bad. He's focusing the Dark Ranger at the moment. He could finish it if he hits it. Just a couple of hits. There's a coil ready for her, but for some reason Friendly is not coiling her. There we go. Trying to kill this fiend. There it is. Another skeleton comes out. Hippogriffs fighting destroyers. Very close to level 6. 1 or 2 more units. Shaggard is losing everything and reproducing nothing. Life drain on the fiend. That's almost it. 1 more unit, but he's gonna lose everything. 7 of his units are getting nuked. Out of orbit. He's gonna try to kill this destroyer. 1 hippogriff and 1 Dark Ranger could potentially be attacking it. He's life draining the Death Knight. Standing his ground. If he greater heals and life drains again, he can absolutely beat this Death Knight. Greater heal pot used by the Death Knight and now by Shaggard. Shaggard gonna take a Frost Nova to the face. He did not produce anything in his base. This was a full commitment, full focus fight by both of them. No production. So Friendly accumulated 1600 gold. Shaggard is at 2300 and is now remaking talents. Talents against destroyers used to be so bad because they have magic attack damage. But nowadays, crows have piercing attack damage. So you can actually make crows and counter destroyers. Crows are super vulnerable to web and to Frost Nova. But if you have enough, they will shred destroyers, which are poorly microed. Shaggard picks up an Orpal Venom, which will not actually work so long as Black Arrow is turned on. So Black Arrow takes priority. It means you will apply the bonus damage from Black Arrow. You will apply the 5 damage from Orb of Venom, but you will not apply the 54 poison damage that's associated with Orb of Venom's poison effect. When you turn off Black Arrow, you will obviously lose that effect, and instead you will have the poison. So, not a great hero to buy Orb of Venom on, but perhaps he's just looking to have 5 extra damage, aka a very expensive claws of attack. Many talents and hippos are being made. Those are going to be doing pretty good against the destroyers, but not a lot of units to deal with the ground. Archers are well upgraded, but they're very low health. So taking their effective health up by 24% against physical damage, not that useful when they have so little health. Armor therefore does less on an archer than it would on, say, a mountain giant or a bear. Additionally, they can easily get taken down by Coil Nova, though archers do have an ability called Elun's Grace, which makes them take reduced damage from piercing and spell damage. Shaggart put his talents in the air and now he put them back on the ground again. This cost him 80 mana on every single talent. He's spamming hippogriffs at home that do not currently enjoy any upgrades, but he's making as many hippogriffs as he needs for archer on to get hippogriff riders, I think. The fiends are going to be a problem with this army. But he's very close to charm. Is he going to use Cyclone? He has Cyclone. Is he going to do it? There it is. Cyclone on 2 heroes. Destroyers are removing it instantly. This is not a good fight for Shaggart. He's oh, Cyclone, and he kills the Dark Ranger. He's level 6. He can steal a destroyer. Let's go. He steals a fiend, and then he whips a destroyer. Cool. That's pretty cool. And now he's target firing this fiend with fairy fire. Alright, Shaggart losing pretty much everything without a lot of control. Oh my god! Friendly just with the triple destroyer morph. So sick. Every single statue morphed. Shaggart has Town Portal. He's trying to drain the pain away. Who among us can say that we haven't tried that? And he has ran away from his problems for now, but sooner or later he'll meet them again. Now Shaggart has been upgrading, making a lot of hippogriffs. These can destroy the destroyers. Even without attack and armor upgrades, they should win out. Friendly finds the item present left for him, but is not interested. He's afraid it's going to be a monkey paw blessing. Hippos and hippo riders, let's go. He has charm. I wonder if he knows charm can pierce the magic immune of destroyers. That would be a cool steal. Nope, he's going to get a fiend. That fiend already cast web. So now we're in this weird situation where the hippos are chasing the destroyers. DK Lich just left them out to pasture. And the Dark Ranger has to fight DK Lich. He's gonna try to kill the Lich. But of course Coil is there, at least one more. And he uses it. The hippos come back, but they're just gonna get Nova'd and webbed and do nothing. Charm will be up again soon. It's available. He could get another fiend. He could steal it right now. Is he gonna do it? Any charms? I don't think he knows the cooldown came back up again. Oh, now it's back up. My bad. I didn't see it right. So, charm. Yep, there we go. And he's killing the Lich. Ah, invul bait. And DK will almost have Coil again. Hippogriffs are getting shot down. Now, he knows Undead still has 5 destroyers, right? So realistically, he shouldn't keep flying regular hippogriffs. Oh! He just killed the Lich. Really? How did Lich move so slow to actually get shot down all the way by Dark Ranger?
WC3 less than 3 thanks for always providing nice and wholesome content.
Yo, cheers, Hertigan. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And your pleasure. Your pleasure, my pleasure. There we go. Due to Orb? No, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. He doesn't even have formation on. I think he just made a lot of stops for no reason. Because Unholy Aura Lich is faster than DR, I think. DR is probably 320. Lich might be like, I don't know, 290. But yeah, he shouldn't have died there, I can say that much. Alright, he's claritying. Do we have a wellspring? We don't. So he just drank clarity potion, mana potion. More charms. Shaggart is expanding. Friendly already has one. Friendly lost his... Oh my god, Friendly. He lost his Lich Dark Ranger, but he's not remaking either. He's just standing here making Acolytes and Fiends. And a Crypt. I would dare say, making your Lich or Dark Ranger is far more valuable than making a second Crypt. But Friendly thinks differently. He knows this is ultimately a battle of numbers. After all, Charm keeps stealing units. So you need more units, so that not everything gets stolen. Whereas heroes cannot get stolen, they can just be killed. So if you don't make the heroes, then they can't be killed. And so you just need a lot of numbers. In a way, it kind of makes sense. You may say, but Grubby, doesn't it make more sense to make heroes that cannot be charmed and to keep your units back and just fight with heroes which can easily win against 10 hippogriffs that can only attack air? And I would say, you don't understand this game very well. You don't understand this game half as well as you think you like to do. You know less than half about this game than half as much of you should deserve to like. So Friendly is going to go to the left here. And maybe take the red spot. Except I think the Magnetar level 8 is immune to magic. And he doesn't get any XP because DK is level 5. Friendly makes double Ziggurat and might be saving up gold to rebuy from Tavern. Even though he could have already remade 1.5 heroes from Altar by now. But he wants to do it the hard way. Just like Gandalf, so Saruman assumed. Friendly likes the way of pain. And so Friendly went to the top of Orthanc and took a little vacation. Lots of Acolyte kills. He's gonna steal another Fiend. It webs the destroyers, which ironically makes him take less damage from flying hippogriffs. But the hippogriff archers do really good damage. Hippogriff riders. Right? And with the web, those destroyers are toast. They have 2/2 upgrades. It just... Oh my god! Air coil! Fiend's hippogriff riders is a pretty strong army. Like I said, usually the player that has like the most wonky, broken, bad build order ends up winning because they're playing at the same MMR, right? Which means if their build order gets punished, aka enemy is aggressive, then they lose. But otherwise, their trick ends up winning. And the trick for Shaggart is twofold. His playbook has two big strategies. Number one, make Dark Ranger, get level 6 and charm everything. And the second one is hero focus. And it's those two powerful weapons in his arsenal that were too insurmountable for Friendly. Friendly has to throw in the towel, and Shaggart, well, he shagged him hard, didn't he? He adds another win and adds another notch to his belt. Because this is what he does. Dark Ranger, charm, and steal everything. Very nice Night Elf Undead army composition in the end. GG.